Once in a lifetime it was billed. But you know what, brother? We have to do it twice. Yes, guys, it is WrestleMania 28. Review. But aye, let's talk about 28 because I'm kind of referring to 29 now. But aye, we kick off the show, guys, with Daniel Bryan getting defeated by Sheamus in 18 seconds. I mean, there's not much to this match. I mean, it's kind of a cool moment, but I think it kind of just sums up, like, wrestling's downfall. Like, the fact the world title match is kicking off Mania and it ends in 18 seconds. That's just my opinion. There's not much more else to say in the matter. But aye, Sheamus defeats Daniel Bryan. Next up, we have Kane taking on Randy Orton. And I completely forgot that Kane won this match. Like, I was fucking borderline shocked about this. It was fucking absolutely shocking, in my opinion. We did get some funny stuff backstage as well. With, like, Deadliest Catch, Mick Foley, and Santino. I mean, it wasn't the funniest time I've ever seen in my life for WWE, but compared to now, it was no bad, guys. But aye, Kane defeated Orton in a pretty good match. Next up, we had Big Show defeating Cody Rhodes for the IC title. The whole gimmick here was that Big Show's WrestleMania record has been absolutely pish, and that Cody Rhodes says it would be a walk in the park defeating him. Well, it turns out it wasn't a walk in the park, big man, because you get beat, which is pretty funny. It went about 5 minutes. Aye, but then next up we had Kelly and Maria Menounos defeating Beth Phoenix and Eve Torres. And know what I find shocking about this? See when Kelly's in a tag team match and she's the best worker on her team, that's when you know you've a fucking problem. I mean, this match wasn't actually that bad. You know, like, Walt Culture, if they went back and refuted, like, oh, it was a different time, the women couldn't wrestle, and all this fucking garbage that they would spit. I mean, you know what I mean? To me, this match was alright. I mean, I'm not going to fucking remember it till I die, like, but at the same time, you know, it wasn't the worst thing. It wasn't the worst match on the card. But next up, we had my favourite match of the night. We had Undertaker defeating Triple H inside Hell in a Cell. Shawn Michaels special guest referee. End of an era. Well, holy shit, son. What a match this was, guys. I mean, the crowd was absolutely ballistic throughout, and that obviously helps any match. I mean, you've just got Michaels, you've got Triple H, you've got Taker. They've got the crowd in the palm of their hand, all the spots. I mean, I think there was a few times where Shawn Michaels was acting a wee bit too much of a goofball. You know? Like, for some of the spots. Like when Taker kicks out of the pedigree and the sweet chin music, he was kind of jumping about, and I've seen a few people criticise that, but he's the showstopper. I'm not going to bury the guy too much, but there's so many close finishes in this. You know, you've got, like, I mean, the whole DX on Taker, and you've got Charles Robinson coming in, you've got all these spots, you've got them Triple H massive cut on his eyebrow and that eye region. But of course, it is Triple H who picks up the L here. Undertaker extends his streak to what, 21 and is it? I think it's not the one where he gets it to 20. I believe it is. And Punk's 21, and then Brock's 21 and one. But man, it was just a great visual at the end of this match, seeing Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Triple H all holding it. I mean, it was like an end of an era, but at the same time, it kind of wasn't. Because I mean, in 2018, we saw like these three and Kane literally have like a 5-month fucking feud, which was great, like rolling back the years. But and and you've also seen loads of Triple H and Taker matches since then. So, you know, I mean, it's kind of a bit weird, but you know, fuck it, call it end of an era if you want, guys. But anyway, Undertaker picked up the win here. Then we have Team Johnny, which is David Otunga, Ziggler, McIntyre, Swagger, Mark Henry, and The Miz, with Brie Bella, Vicky Guerrero, and John Laurinaitis, of course, taking on Team Terry, which consisted of Booker T, Kofi Kingston, The Great Khali, R-Truth, Santino Marella, and Zack Ryder. They had Oksana, Eve Torres, Hornswoggle, Nikki Bella, and Theodore Long all in their corner. Obviously, though, Team Johnny wins. I mean, it was a bit of a mess, but it was a pretty fun match. I mean, probably the most memorable moment though was after the match where Eve just boots Zack Ryder in the balls. I thought that was a pretty good moment. But aye, man. Next up, we have CM Punk versus Chris Jericho for the WWE Championship. I thought the promo package for this was really well done. As well, and this could very well be a match, guys, that we could see at in AEW relatively soon. But aye, man, it's a good match. Punk defeats him with not the GTS, the Anaconda Device. And aye, man, good match there. Then we have the big main event. We've got Machine Gun Kelly out there. Voices in the air, here in the glare. Listen, oh wow, 'cause it's so wow wow, bow 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 wow wow, bow bow wow wow. I am, 'cause voices in the air, here in loud and clear. Never seen me listen. Ow, wow. Anyway, man, The Rock defeats John Cena. Aye, man. Once in a lifetime. I mean, this is a good match. Not the greatest match you'll ever see in your life, but I mean, it's The Rock and John Cena. How the fuck could it possibly be bad? The crowd still going ballistic. I mean, this is a weird Mania. I thought it would have been more stacked than this. I mean, Punk versus Jericho for the WWE and Sheamus against Daniel Bryan, right? Daniel Bryan is nowhere near his peak here, and even at his peak, he's not even that much of a star. Well, Sheamus, I'd argue, is fucking after his peak. I think Sheamus at his best was like the start of 2010. No, probably just the whole calendar year of 2010, to be honest. But The Rock defeats John Cena. Cena's sitting on the ramp, obviously fuming with himself because he went for the people's elbow, and obviously backfired, you know. But aye, man, not good for a big match, John. But he'd get his win back next year, and he'd also win the WWE title, so not too bad, you know. Looking back at it there for the big man, guys. But anyway, guys, that will do it for your WrestleMania 28 review. It's definitely not the greatest card or show of all time, but it just shows you like the gulf, what's actually happened to wrestling. You know, like the fact that, I mean, this is only 9 years ago, and it just shows you like what the fuck's gone wrong. You know, I don't get it, guys. I mean, how the downfall of wrestling, I think, honestly, has to be like one of the fucking scariest things in the entire world. But that's just my opinion. Leave your thoughts down below. In terms of a rating out of 10, I'll give it a solid 7. It's a good show. It's a good Mania, but especially for the era, you know. But there's nothing. There's a few, right, at the end of an era match in The Rock, Cena and Punk, Jericho, but I mean the rest is kind of, it doesn't really scream out Mania to me. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below. Till next time, peace.